What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to a video about Harry Potter. I guess not back. I haven't really done a Harry Potter video. I forget. But apparently Harry Potter is getting a adaptation, and the casting is questionable. So yeah, let's hop in, shall we? Because this is weird.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So a lot of people are looking forward to the Harry Potter TV series that's coming to HBO in 2026. And as with any other Harry Potter product, you have a lot of fans with very high expectations, which are quite frankly deserved. And then you also have a lot of usual suspects on places like Twitter who scream and cry anytime something Harry Potter related is created because
I mean, it's Twitter. Can we just stop taking Twitter seriously, bro? Like, nobody on there is serious, or nobody is meant to be taken serious. Some people are serious, but nothing that's ever said on Twitter is significant in any sort of degree.
they think it's going to help out J.K. Rowling. Whether she's actually involved or not doesn't really matter to them. But this series is definitely being pitched, at least in the beginning, to the long-term fans of the franchise. In fact, over at HBO, their chairman and CEO assured fans that this would be a faithful adaptation.
Okay.
Now, when you say those words,
faithful adaptation,
you are creating a very high expectation because people are
that's what we like to see, no?
Beloved franchises having their source material stomped on and vandalized for a modern reboot or new show based on it. And right here, they created the expectation, so they better not mess up. And you know what? They already did. This pretty much speaks for itself right here. Papa Isiedo, did not pronounce that right, my apologies, has now been cast as Severus Snape.
Come on, man. Be serious. Be serious, man. Be serious.
And the Harry Potter series. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing double. I mean, which one is the real Snape? I can't even...
For real, man. Them shit's identical, man. Holy. God damn. Identical. It's crazy, man. 1-to-1.
Even tell right now. They look so close. Yeah, this is obviously ridiculous, and people are absolutely fed up with this because this is not just some virtue signaling campaign here. It goes even further. I mean, it's literally destroying canon. It's,
you know what I hate about this whole like stuff? It's that these actors are gonna get scrutinized to such a significant degree. Maybe they're ready for the smoke, right? But in any sort of like world where they do this, where they know they will get very significant backlash from this, the actor will suffer the most. And whether this actor thinks or said or is convinced that he can take the backlash, it will take a toll on him in some way or form. Because people are gonna be crazy. People are gonna like start sending death threats, start going all sorts of crazy stuff that I don't recommend ever doing because I think those are insane. All right, I think you can give your criticisms, you can give your thoughts that this casting is ridiculous, right? But even if this guy turns out to be like a very, very annoying, very whatever person, right? It's just don't do anything stupid, all right? Don't do anything weird. Don't do anything like illegal, God forbid. Like it's just like it's just dumb, man. It's just very stupid. And I hope this guy is very well prepared for what's coming to him. Whether he deserves it or not. I just hope he's prepared.
Rewriting a character and going against everything it's been described as for, at this point, decades, right? There's very obvious points to to make here. But as you can see, these accounts are always cowards. Like the Discussing Film account and Culture Crave, all of these basically soy boys, they hide every comment that's negative about the films.
And it could also just hide all the blue check marks. Because coincidentally, they're all blue check marks. And a lot of accounts tend to block them so they can't make any money. Whether you think that's okay, you know, whether you agree with that or not, that's just a thing people do.
They are trying to promote. I mean, why are you hiding stuff like this? People disagree with this choice. And for good reason, as I'll point out, the most basic reasoning here is the way that Snape is described. A thin man with sallow skin, a large hooked nose, and yellow uneven teeth. So a pale, white dude who is ugly, for lack of a better way of describing it, right? And you can see the old sketches by J.K. Rowling herself. And she also clarified in a different sketch saying that Snape is often confused with Count Dracula, mainly due to his appearance and light skin and all of that sort of stuff. So that obviously shows that this character was intended to be played by someone with pale skin. I think that is something that is very obvious, but not too obvious to everyone. You can see Paul Tassi here, a games journalist, saying, I feel like it's kind of a key thing that Snape is not supposed to be super traditionally handsome. And he's right. Snape is not supposed to be traditionally.
I mean, they kind of fucked up at that department, though. I don't think the actor that plays Severus Snape is particularly ugly or anything like that. I think he's a pretty handsome dude.
Handsome, but they're leaving out the most obvious thing that everyone already noticed, but he's too afraid to say. It's that Snape is not supposed to be black. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say, but when you're someone like Paul Tassi and you play into wokeism and political correctness, you can't even say the objective and clear reality right in front of you because you're afraid of upsetting the narrative and having your constituents mad at you. But isn't it great to break away from those things and be able to actually say your thoughts and feelings on something that is so obvious to everyone else? Yeah, this is a trap you don't want to end up in. But a lot of people made their observations about this. Tweets going viral left and right. 463,000 likes on this tweet saying, I can't wait for the flashback that shows Harry's dad bullying a black kid for being poor.
No, I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Snape hates Harry because his dad used to bully him. Yo. Oh, and the fact that Snape is hated by a significant portion of the of Hogwarts students as well. They're totally gonna make it like a black issue, bro, as well. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh yeah, my god, that's crazy. Oh man, I don't think they're ready for the smoke, man. Even the left is gonna give backlash. Like, how dare you have a black actor get bullied by a white man? Oh my god.
And unattractive. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna really work out the way that they intended. Also, in those scenes, if my memory serves, Snape is would be the only black person too, which makes this an even more extreme set of events here. And also, people pointed out that there is a flashback scene where Harry's dad hangs Snape. He uses his magic to lift him upside down and hang him from a tree. Okay, by swapping out this actor, Rickman, with a black man, that's going to be a real awkward scene. I don't think that's something that any of these related parties want to have out in the media scape there. But anyways, other people made similar observations saying this. Snape's whole storyline is about his weird, obsessive, unrequited love for a white woman and resentment towards her white husband and son. Unless the Potters are all going to be black too, it feels a bit uncomfortable to cast a black actor in that role.
See, I told you, bro. Even the left is gonna be like, what the fuck are you thinking? Oh my god. Oh, this is such a stupid idea, bro. This is such a dumb decision.
Another very fair point made there. And here's another reaction this person's saying, with the impact that Alan Rickman had on a generation of fans as Severus Snape, whoever was chosen for this role was going to have a hard time. It's always hard being the guy after the guy.
Yep.
For them to go this direction, though, I hope my guy has tough skin.
Yep.
I am sending you positive vibes, and I hope you crush that shit, bro. I will be watching this for sure. So, yeah.
This show is going to flop, bro. This show is going to get fucking flop, bro. Listen, the whole thing about, like, whenever Hogwarts Legacy came out, right? You had, like, people that were pro-LGBTQ, like, boycotting it, right? And the people that were anti-LGBTQ were playing it and, like, praising it and, you know, and just, you know, having a good time. But now not only are you going to piss off the people that are pro-LGBTQ, right? Because, you know, even if the writer is not directly involved in any of this, they're still gonna go crazy, let's be honest, because ignorance is key in this specific scenario. Now you're gonna have the conservative people that really hate DEI and, like, undeserved black actors, or in their mind, undeserved black actors getting casted in roles that they don't belong in. Well, there's a history where there's, like, a bunch of, like, characters that should be white that are turned black for no reason. Now you're gonna get you don't have allies here, bro. There's no allies. The biggest haters versus allies is normally the conservative versus the people that are, like, pro-LGBTQ and DEI and whatever, right? You now made both these parties your enemy. It's so dumb. It's actually so stupid.
Yes, two very fair points here. Number one, having to follow up Alan Rickman and his portrayal of Snape, that's already a very daunting task.
Yeah.
Then you add this into it, another layer where people are basically criticizing your casting based on something that really shouldn't even have been an issue in the first place if they had done a proper casting of this character. They basically dragged him into this. Of course, this actor accepted this voluntarily. He didn't have to accept this role.
He's gonna regret accepting this role. I'm just going to keep it a buck. All right, I'm not gonna actively make sure that happens because I don't want to do those things. I'm not into that whole, like, witch hunting stuff. But, bro, there's a lot of people out there that will do those things. And the fact that this guy accepted that he knew that was going to happen, and still said, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I don't feel sorry for him at all. I'm sorry. You know, hey, play stupid games, get stupid prizes, bro. I'm just gonna keep it 100%.
But I feel like HBO is quite literally throwing this guy to the wolves by hiring him for Snape. He is now out there getting blasted by pretty much everyone on social media. And yeah,
no doubt.
Who would have not seen that coming? It was the most obvious reaction. Clearly, people were not going to be thrilled about this casting choice, and they were going to make the very obvious criticisms of this choice. But let's move on here to another comment saying the casting of Papa Essiedu, again, not even close on the pronunciation, my bad, as Severus Snape is blatant DEI nonsense, and America is beyond over it. Every single Harry Potter fan wanted Adam Driver. Hollywood is actively committing gay men to spite its audience. I mean, have you seen the Oscars recently that was premiered about a week ago? I mean, it's an absolute slop fest. They are literally going down with the ship. Hollywood does not care. They are literally never going to listen to what the average person thinks or feels. They're not going to go with the change of the wind.
Because they're too rich. They have so much money. they don't need to care. They can make the worst garbage slop bullshit films they can ever fucking think of. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter because they got so much goddamn money. They could do this shit for hundreds of years and they still won't run out of it. Like, yeah. It's just crazy, man.
Here and how people are done with DEI and all this virtue signaling nonsense. They are literally driving themselves into the ground. They are literally crashing the ship into the iceberg, and they don't care because they don't want to change their ways or admit that they're out of touch. And this is just another example of that.
Yeah, they're not out of touch. This is the thing they want to achieve. They want this to be the norm. They want this to be accepted. They want this to be something, you know, something that that should be able to exist. But then there's like this whole conflict, like you have like, oh, you're supposed to be treating people equal. It doesn't matter what skin color. However, you do need to acknowledge that these people have different skin colors and race and like different cultures. But you don't treat them differently, even though I want you to treat them differently without you treating them differently. You see how convoluted this shit is? Like, they want you to not care about their skin color, right? They don't want you to discriminate against them. Obviously, that makes sense, right? Racism is bad. However, they also want you to acknowledge that they are a specific race or culture or linked to a specific culture without you acknowledging it. Like, it's really dumb. It's just very stupid.
And also, very good point about Adam Driver. A lot of people brought that up. He was pretty much tailor-made for this role, which unfortunately comes with a connotation. You can play an ugly character, but I think that's something that's more of a compliment as to what you can achieve.
He's not ugly either, man. Like, what are people saying, bro? Like, bro, listen, all right? You have very handsome people, right? Handsome men, beautiful women, whatever, right? And then you have, you know, you have like 3 ranks. You have like ugly, regular, and gorgeous, right? This guy is like in middle of like gorgeous and regular, man. Like, this guy is not ugly. Like, he's not. It's crazy to me that people say that.
With a character, poor Rickman. I mean, he was catching those strays for it all the time, but he was a fantastic actor for sure. And again, big shoes to fill. But like, this would have been a fantastic choice overall. But looking at some of the reactions, you knew there'd be some. I would say 99% of reactions to this are negative. They're calling out the casting choice. They think it's stupid. Okay, kind of refreshing, to be honest with you. I think this is something pretty much everyone, no matter what spectrum on any sort of political compass or anything like that you fall on, I think anyone looking at this objectively just goes, yeah, this is a stupid...
I mean, anyone with a picture of, like, the mother from Sheldon. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, if you liked her as a character... I'm not throwing shade, but I will think differently of you. Anyway, like what she says here, like Snape needs to be ugly and white because he is the perfect definition of a sore loser incel. That is insane to say, bro. Ugly and white. That's the definition of a loser incel. That's crazy, man. Insane. And then the other thing she says is, I actually agree with that. Fandom is racist as hell, and HBO will protect him. Yeah, absolutely. But he agreed to this. He agreed to this, bro. He should be prepared for this nonsense. Like, it's just... Yeah, I don't know, man.
Stupid casting choice. It makes
very dumb.
No sense. And it's basically vandalizing the entire concept of this character as expressed by J.K. Rowling. But anyways, you have a person like this saying, hard disagree. Snape needs to be ugly and white because he is the perfect definition of a sore loser incel. Plus, the fandom is racist as hell, and HBO won't protect him. Well, they're kind of right for a second, but then, of course, you can see this person is seething about the incels online, which I'm sure is just everyone who disagrees with whatever this person is trying to spout online. But also,
I say it again. Profile picture is the mother of Sheldon. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. If you think she is a good character and you like her, there's something wrong with you.
We have another example, like I said earlier. Culture Crave is another party that always is hiding comments, so you know you got to check them out. They did their engagement bait here. They got in on this with the copy pasta tweet of the news that everyone else has already reported on, and then they hid a bunch of stuff, including someone saying woke nonsense, cancel. Oh. And then they left this poll. They actually hid this poll. What? Someone said excited, and 77% of people said no. Only 7.5%.
They said democracy? Get that out of here, bro. That's crazy. Wow, he actually held a poll and he disagreed with the poll. And he was like, nah, we're hiding that shit.
Said yes. That's not very good, especially on a big shill account like this. That's not a very good look. Small sample size, of course. But still, I don't think people are too excited about this. I think people were very apprehensive. And then we saw HBO come out through their chairman and say, look, guys, it'll be okay. Long-term fans of the franchise, we got you. It's going to be a faithful adaptation. And guess what? Turns out that's not the case already. We're not even seeing the actual story playing out or actual scenes or anything like that. We're just seeing the casting choices, okay? They're fumbling.
Wait, who said it? Hold on.
Look, small people said no. Only 7.5% said yes. That's not very good, especially on a big shill account like this. That's not a very good look. Small sample size, of course. But still, I don't think people are too excited about this. I think people were very apprehensive. And then we saw HBO come out through their chairman and say, look, guys, it'll be okay. Long-term fans of the franchise, we got you. It's going to be a...
The HBO chairman. Bro must have had some big-ass balls, bro. That's crazy.
Adaptation.
To lie that hard? That's insane.
That's not the case already. We're not even seeing the actual story playing out or actual scenes or anything like that. We're just seeing the casting choices, okay? They're fumbling already just with the casting choices alone. That is a very bad sign and basically signals that there's going to be a lot of trouble coming this way with this project here.
Like, out of all the characters they could have made black, right? You could have, like, gotten away with so many characters. They picked the character that you could not get away with. It's cinema. Honestly, this is some quality ass cinema, bro. This is some entertaining shit.
But for now, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Wow. Okay. So, all right, chat. What do you think? What do you think about this casting choices? Oh, wow. Anyway, this show is going to completely flop. Nobody's gonna watch this. Not a single soul is going to watch this at all. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you thought about the video, what you thought about my video. Not my video, my reaction. Jesus, my reaction. Leave a like, subscribe. With that being said, that's about it. Take care.